Hi, my name is Jeff Spock. I am the lead writer and narrative director of Amplitude Studios, and this is the first of a series of focus videos we're going to do on our games to present some of the gameplay, the features, and a little bit about the background in their development. The first video we're going to do is on our universe, the Endless Universe. Our first game came out a couple of years ago, Endless Space. Now we have Endless Legend and Dungeon of the Endless, all taking place in the same galaxy. Now the Endless Universe, a long time ago in a galaxy, no, I can't do that. Actually, 3 years ago in Paris, the Endless Universe was created. The idea is that the Endless were a species that first conquered and colonized the galaxy in which all the games take place. So they were the first nation to rise up to the stars, to invent space travel, to set up trade routes and trading and battle and have military conquest and build orbital stations, basically do amazing stuff all across the galaxy. Now what allowed them to do this was this matter, this material that they discovered, created, called dust. Dust is a sort of almost magical thing that they could use to make their thoughts turn into reality. So it was used for production, for food, for almost anything. It's of such value that it basically became the currency. So dust is the currency that you use in Endless Legend, as it was in Endless Space, Dungeon of the Endless. So the Endless colonized the galaxy, but then sadly, due to a lot of differences of opinion internally, they went to a civil war. They fell into a civil war, destroyed themselves, and what they left was ruins and dust scattered across all the planets, all the nebulae, all the star systems of the galaxy. Now, on one particular planet called Auriga, there used to be a sort of a laboratory of life sciences that the Endless used to develop lots of the amazing creatures and species and things that you may or may not run into in previous or future games. When the Civil War happened, a great cataclysm struck the planet when it was bombed and destroyed and irradiated. One result of that, and a very important result of that, is it now has a very unpredictable cycle of summer and winter. So as you play the game, you'll see a sudden income of winter when everything will be snowed in. You'll have less food, you'll have a harder time moving around. Certain factions will be affected differently from others. Certain peoples and minor factions you'll run into might react differently to it. So it's a big gameplay element and also a big challenge for the player. Now, the other thing that happened after the Civil War, after the cataclysm, was that for thousands of years, basically it was barren. Basically, Auriga was dead. So in the game, when the game starts now, at the beginning of Endless Legend, you'll see these people bit by bit starting to reestablish a foothold on the surface of Auriga, which is now once again healthy and able to support life. So that's a little bit about our universe, the winters you'll see in the game, and some of the background behind where the factions come from. Now in the next video, we'll go into a little more depth on the factions themselves, present that to you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave a comment on our site or go to the forums and post something there. We'll get back to as many of those as we can. Thanks very much for watching and see you next time.